Welcome to the Showstopper Shows. I'm the Showstopper, and I'm here for a quick record review. Andy Mineo just released his new album called Uncomfortable. It came out today. There's been 3 singles available that you could listen to on YouTube, and of course Spotify and Apple Music is where I've actually listened to those songs. Uncomfortable being the first one he released. But basically, he has an interview on MTVnews.com, and he's basically just talking about how one of the quotes that stuck out to him making the record was, "Good art should disturb the comfortable and comfort the disturbed." He's like, "You've heard before, I just want to live a comfortable life," but those ideas don't push him to grow. This album is about embracing the discomfort of growth. His last album was in 2013, Heroes for Sale. You may remember it, Uno Uno Seis, and a lot of other awesome songs on that record. But he's recently got married, started a church in his own neighborhood, and he's headlining a tour next month. And he's 27 years old. And so that's basically where he's at right now. He did have that EP, Neverland, really good album. Had You Can't Stop Me on it, and a great record as well for 7 songs. But he says he basically gets boxed in a lot because of his Christian faith. And he's like, I didn't want to be in that spot. Do I feel the responsibility to speak for the Christian community? I think that happens just by default, is what he says. I'm standing for the ideas of a lot of people behind me, so there's a lot of pressure to that. So basically, and he talks about some serious stuff on this record. So I kind of want to get into that. I listened to it at least 4 times today, probably 5, including the times I was in the car. So just real quick, the track list, you got Uncomfortable as the first song. Talks about, again, just being uncomfortable. He talks about racism and how we think it's over just because our president, who we have currently, would stop that. And he's like, no, that doesn't mean it's gone. Talks about how Christians should love everybody, and he even says the F-A-G word in the song as well, which is, and not in a bad term, but saying how we should love everybody, period, the way Jesus would, and love them and want them to see them change and come to know Jesus as their Savior. The song Uptown, he's from New York. He's got to have a song about Uptown, about New York in it, and talk about that a little bit. So he has that in the record as well. Now I Know is one of my favorite standouts, where he talks about how he thought that Santa Claus was real, and his sister had to tell him that Hulk Hogan wasn't real, and the stuff that Steve Austin did as a wrestler was not real. It was all scripted. So that's a kind of a nice beat to it as well. It's kind of a little thing. He says he thought Jesus was white. It's just interesting stuff to listen to in the song. The song Desperados really stands out for me. It's got a really nice beat, a nice hook. And the thing for this entire record, the production is extremely tight. You have electric guitars, you have beats, you have strings, you have everything just to make it that awesome hip-hop record that you want to listen to over and over again. The song Hear My Heart is kind of a real personal song, really smooth. You got the kind of interlude, David's Roof, Rat Race, kind of just talking about the life that you're in. It's got a guest singer as well, which here on Spotify doesn't tell what that is. No, That's Right's a good song too. One of my favorite lines on the record when he talks about seeing his wife in high heels, and he's like, "Woo!" Makes me laugh. Vendetta is a good song. Ghost talks about like kind of the past and how you got a ghost kind of going through walls. Good song. Love, just about loving people. Strange Motions has a guest singer, Willow Stevens. I went and looked her up because I was like, who is that? Because she has a really great voice. And I found her on Twitter. She has about 130 Twitter followers, and I tweeted her saying, "Yo, great job on the record." The very last song is "Make Me a Believer," featuring Mac Powell from the band Third Day. And if anybody knows who Third Day is, which I do because I've been listening to Third Day and Mac Powell since 1995. It's 2015, so I've been listening to this dude sing for 20 years, and his voice still sounds amazing. Seen him in concert a few times. It's amazing. So Mac Powell's got the guest vocal on the last track of the song. Nice addition to it as well. So overall, this record for me, if I'm rating it on a scale of A to F, it's an A. If I'm giving it, rating it out of 5 stars, it's 5 stars. There's nothing wrong with this album. It's a perfect record. Covers all kinds of bases. You can still play it in the car with your family. He does talk about some serious stuff in some of the songs, like the song Now I Know. Realize, how when he found out how he was born, about his dad, he didn't even know who that was. So it's got some interesting stuff like that a lot of people may be able to relate to, and how his mom let him do stuff he should have done because she did stuff she shouldn't have done. So he kind of talks about that as well. So overall, again, the production is amazing. like I said, the guitar work in the studio is perfect. It's a great record. I recommend checking it out. As Christians, I want to support any Christian artist like this. And so far today, as I followed it on iTunes, when I woke up, it was number 4 on iTunes overall, and it was number 3 the rest of the day, and up through now tonight, which is when I'm checking this out. So definitely give the album a listen. If you go stream it on Spotify, he put some of the songs on the Reach Records on YouTube. Go check out those and do that. By the way, check out my description below. I have you can follow me on Snapchat. You can follow me on my Facebook page as well. Go ahead and check those out. Let me know if you like this review. If it helped you out a little bit or whatever. Again, I've listened to this album so many times that I really enjoy the lyrical content. It's amazing. The production is amazing, and Andy can sing. He was discovered, first time I ever heard him was singing background on the Craze record, and then listening to him on here tonight, he sings a little bit on Uncomfortable, but his rap voice is amazing too. He's very distinct, and he sounds great. Some people said that I listened to the record today at work, so we're like, yeah, it sounds like a little mix of like Black Eyed Peas, and they mentioned some other popular artists that they've heard, but nobody really heard him. It's like, wow, he's actually really good. So go ahead, check out all his stuff, and hopefully it'll do one thing, and that's bring you closer to Jesus as your Savior. My name is the Showstopper. There's only one real Showstopper, and that's God. He's the one who made us. We're all his little showstoppers, and your show should stop whenever you get down on your knees, and your life should do a repented reverse as you follow him, and your show stops. Just like when Jesus came to the planet 2015 years ago, the show stopped, the calendar changed, and now we follow him. We don't have to sacrifice animals. He took the ultimate payment for us. Check out my channel, like, share, comment, subscribe. I appreciate any feedback, any support, and I enjoy doing this review for you. Check out his album, as it's really good. Again, my name is the Showstopper. May the forks be with you as I do food reviews too. The show stops here.